Hello and welcome to the Animated Dudes podcast. I'm ShadeX. Now let's get animated.
Woo.
Lovely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yay,
we've
welcome
got new
back.
voices. We have guests. Please introduce yourselves.
Hey, Z, you go first.
Okay. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Wait, what do I introduce myself as? This is like the first time I introduced myself on this
You
name.
can say your name and just say what you do.
I'm Z. I recently started going by Tibbare. I draw a bunch and I hope to become like a professional eventually.
Okay.
And I really like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a good anime. I've watched up to Stardust Crusaders. I'm not finished with it yet.
And our other guest.
All right. And I'm Riley. I'm in love with the person who just introduced themselves.
Thank you. Shucks, you shouldn't have.
I go by Punkigator on pretty much all social media, but I mostly use Twitter. As far as interests go, I'm pretty much mostly into like music and video games and stuff like that. I like listen to a lot of metal, industrial stuff like that. Yeah, I also really like animation. It's probably my tertiary interest as far as that stuff goes. But yeah, that's me.
How funny of you to say that. So, do any of you do YouTube or?
I have a channel, but it's just shit posts. Nothing really serious, but I'd love to like one day start like a
Whose channel is it?
review channel where I like review metal or stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So, do you want to get into the news if we've got any?
We do have news.
Sure.
Shade, you want to start with your news, or should I start with my news?
I got a news I'm kind of hyped about, just real quick.
All right.
Shout out to Kid Icarus. I literally found this out 3 days ago that they're making a medieval remake, like the Crash Bandicoot games. Like what they did for the Insane Trilogy. And I'm super hyped about that. And I'm a little bummed out that I didn't know about this like 3 months ago. But yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they were doing the racing games anyhow.
Oh yeah.
Makes
Crash
sense to do
Racing.
more add-ons.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be really cool.
There's a lot of remakes coming out lately.
Yeah, do you wanna say yours?
All right. Villainous. Recently, like they put out one of their recent videos, and it kind of led off into a series announcement that starts. Well, they just said April and soon. But that's enough to get me hyped.
Is it actually going to be on like Cartoon Network on TV, or are they like
they're
moving it to like the app or something?
I'm pretty sure it's going to remain like a Cartoon Network Spanish only show.
Sure.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be nice to have like an LT Gray for this generation.
That'd be great.
Like an introduction into Latin
LT
culture.
Great. I do not.
Please leave.
Sorry.
Please leave.
No. I'm the one hosting the stream.
LT, right? That's pretty cool. You keep saying that's pretty cool. I don't know what's up with me.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
I like Tibbare. My grandma thought it was stupid.
What was it? Sorry?
Wait, she thought LT Gray was stupid?
Yeah, she really did not like LT Gray. I watched it a lot at her house, and she would just be like, "This is fucking stupid."
Why?
It made me feel really bad.
It's a very serious
my grandma was, yeah, my grandma is a very negative person, but I love her.
Oh yeah, Jorge Gutierrez. He wants to make an LT Gray movie. He tweeted about that.
Oh yeah, he retweeted Nickelodeon's tweet that they're making more content for Netflix, which they're pushing the Loud House movie, which is not going to be a theatrical movie is going to be on Netflix now, and
Mm.
it's going to be a Ninja Turtles movie. And then he retweeted that saying like, "Who's up for a El Tigre motion picture?"
As long as Nickelodeon doesn't drown it like they did with Rocko. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
what the hell is up with that?
apparently, like people are trying to like. I've seen like little petitions come up, like get people to ask Nickelodeon what's going on because it's been wrapped for like months now and it still hasn't had any release.
Yeah, and apparently, according to some
supposed to
production
come-
Twitter, the Invader Zim movie is apparently complete and just needs to be
Yeah.
released.
Good.
They just don't have a
It's
release
great.
date.
I love Viacom hoarding these nostalgic properties from everybody.
I think they're
it's
gonna put
money
them
they're
on
sitting on.
Netflix. I think they're gonna put it on Netflix. That's the rumor.
Good.
Probably.
And air it on Nickelodeon.
Is
Oh, like a one-time
Viacom
only?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
is Viacom the Sega of TV companies?
Then who's the Nintendo?
I don't know. Yeah,
So it's just
because
gonna hoard properties.
Sega never really like took down people talking about their content on that Viacom.
I'm
Very
honestly now thinking Sony would be Disney, but I really don't think Time Warner equates to Nintendo. So,
no.
like, there is no real Nintendo in this godless land of Western animation.
No. No, that's true. Oh, I do want to just looking at YouTube. There's going to be a Justice League reunion from the old Timverse.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Justice League versus the Fatal Five.
Yeah, and it has new Justice League members.
Yeah, it's got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and I don't know. I haven't seen any of the other members of Justice League, like Hawkgirl or anything yet, but they might appear. I don't know.
I think it's like not set in the. I'm not sure if it's set in the universe or if it's like or if it's a separate, but like sort of in the. I don't know.
I don't know. There's a YouTube channel called Watchtower Database that their whole channel is dedicated to that, like to those cartoons, and they're building up a timeline of the events of like the very start of Batman the Animated Series all the way up until like Batman Beyond, and it's kind of funny.
I'd say it takes place in the universe since it has the same art style, unlike those anime-looking, like DVD movies.
Like Death of Superman and yeah,
The Teen
that
Titans ones and Justice League Dark.
Yeah, hopefully they might be cutting back on it a little bit, and they might go back to the Timverse again because that
That'd be a lot better. Not that I hate those movies, but
yeah, it's just it's got a more pleasing art style to it, I'd say.
yeah, I haven't seen the Batman and Harley Quinn movie. I've heard mixed on it.
Yeah, it's not that good. See, an issue with that is it sticks out like a sore thumb. Like you got there's like a lot of sexual innuendo shit with Harley, and there's like swearing in it. Like Harley Quinn says like fuck or shit or something, and it's just like, but they never said that in the other shows. I don't get it.
Yeah, what the problem with these DC movies is that they have Bruce Timm, they have him, but I don't think they have Paul Dini. Like he should be like working on these films. I think because he like helped co-create the universe and like he's doing other stuff, I guess, so he can't do DC stuff. I'm not.
I will say though, Gotham by Gaslight was really good.
Yeah. Like when they adapt a comic, like it usually turns out pretty good. Like that's what they do. The Killing Joke was kind of but
The Dark Knight Returns is probably my favorite. like part 1 and 2. That's really good.
Yeah, it's basically.
I know
they
nothing
just-
about DC media, so that's kind of why I'm quiet. I apologize.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm also in the
Sorry.
same light.
Sorry.
I'm very much stuck in my old ways of Marvel makes better movies, but DC slightly makes better comics.
Yeah, that's what I've heard the take is. Like, MCU is good, but the rest of it goes to DC.
Yeah, DC has better animation. Like Marvel had good animation, but like Disney, since Disney has
Cheapened it.
taken,
Yeah.
they've cheapened it. Like Sony like did Spider-Verse, not Disney, and it turned out really good. Like Disney should probably just give their animated shows, or let other studios work with them on the animated shows,
I
like
like
they
the
do, like they do with the video games.
I do like the
Yeah.
WB shows from DC, like the Flash, Green Arrow, and Supergirl.
Yeah, those are good.
And I believe Batwoman's getting her own show, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and Titans. I don't know if that's in the same universe, but
It isn't. I think they're going to use a
Yeah.
separate Deathstroke for Judas contract when they do that.
Also, wasn't there a Deathstroke in Justice League?
Yeah, for the end credits where they tease a sequel, which I don't think is going to happen.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it isn't. They're like
Got
completely.
cancelled.
They're completely like they're I think they're going to do Flashpoint and reboot everything.
Yeah. Maybe Universal should do that after The Mummy.
Yeah, like apparently Henry Cavill's gone, Ben Affleck's gone, and apparently they're gonna still have a Superman cameo in Shazam, but they're not even gonna they're gonna like show Superman's emblem. They're not even gonna show the face. Like they're just gonna shoot like his like emblem. Like
See,
he goes to like I think it's a scene where he goes to school with Billy Batson.
See, I could literally do that. You just don't shoot my face, shoot my back, but I'll just get like a red blanket and I'll just dye my hair black. Easy.
My thing is, it'd be neat if they did it in sort of like implying Superman exists in this universe in the same way Sailor Moon implies Sailor Venus exists with like Sailor V stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
maybe like you see a little bookstore and it's like new Superman comic, and then everybody in the audience can go, "Oh my god, that's Superman! This is DC and not a Disney thing." Wow.
That makes sense. Yeah. I need to get into Sailor Moon. An issue I have with Sailor Moon is like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch an episode, and then I'm like, oh, but shit, I got stuff to do, and then I gotta.
Sailor Moon is one of those series you just kind of stare at and you're like, oh my god, there's so much media. I cannot ingest this all at one point. I have literally watched
Yeah, you have to
maybe
dedicate
9
weekends
episodes
to
of the
it.
original.
Really?
Hmm?
How was the You said you watched a couple episodes. How was the original series?
It was years ago. Years ago, I watched like 9 original episodes from the Deke dub, and I kind of like how cheeky the lines are in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the redubbing's better, but I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's God, my train of thought just left me. It's remarkable in the fact that it is one of the largest anime properties to ever exist, and
Oh yeah.
it's probably like one of the most of underlying positive message. I mean, most anime does, but I don't know how to say it. Most popular anime aren't shoujo, and the fact that Sailor Moon could be put up there with Naruto, My Hero, Bleach. I only remember the greats from the late 2000s, and then my brain goes, My Hero Academia.
The
I
greatest.
can't remember
from
what
4
else
Kids.
is popular right now. I sound so old, but I'm not.
Oh, let me tell you about 4 Kids. But yeah.
I'd be salty about 4 kids, but oh, I'm so sorry. I'd be
that's fine.
salty about 4 kids, but the thing is, they did help me a lot.
Yeah.
With like a tiny introduction to anime. Like I didn't know about them being quotation marks bad until I got into like, sub and being like a 4th grader on YouTube or Mega Upload.
Oh yeah.
I just knew Kirby right back at Jen, Sonic X as their respective Fox properties. And I recently even found like one of the little Fox box CD discs or tape. I can't remember if they were DVD or CD in particular, but I remember you could put it into your TV and it has like little hints to all the shows being connected to each other. So
yeah.
it's
Oh,
like,
you have one. Oh, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, I saw Billiam's video about that.
yeah, there's Sonic X, Kirby. I think there's like Viva Pinata and then a couple other properties, but I can't remember them because all my little me brain thought about was, oh my god, that's Kirby!
Did you see the Stars of 4 Kids sing the national anthem for the 4th of July?
Of course I have.
So whatever self-respecting
Like-
anime fan hasn't seen that piece of art?
Yeah.
Like,
Listen
you need to
it every
appreciate
night.
Ratman's bars.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know if that's his name, but that's his name now. Ratman.
Oh, so beautiful. Brings a tear to my eye. I'm just thinking, going back a little bit, you're talking about Sailor Moon, the original shows. Did they like change bits? Because I remember I like read something, and they like changed bits. Like,
Well, I know
the
they.
Japanese, there's like a lesbian couple, and in like the American, they're like cousins or something.
Yeah, that's I think that's Sailor Uranus, and then I don't know what the other one is because again, I'm not that far into the series, but
How unfortunate, Uranus.
yeah,
Yeah.
Uranus and Neptune.
Right.
So yeah, in the
Hmm.
dub they are cousins, and then
Which just makes all that so much weirder.
And
Yeah.
then came
Guys,
DeviantArt.
they still flirt.
Yeah, and then came DeviantArt.
Oh.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow. Yeah, they made it worse.
They very much did.
I feel like they can even just like erase the flirting if they really wanted to try hard on it. But
This
No.
I reminded myself.
Southern
speaking-
rights.
Speaking of DeviantArt, sorry. Real quick, there's this fucking what's it called? There's this restaurant on Twitter, and they had a caption, and it was like, "When you eat enough chicken from our place," or whatever it's called, and they had a picture of like a pregnant Phineas.
Oh right, I saw
Yeah.
that. It was a wing place.
Oh,
Actually.
that I saw that.
Yeah.
They took somebody's mpreg. All right, if anybody doesn't know what mpreg is, it's male pregnancy, and it's just as disgusting as it sounds. They took an mpreg
Yep.
picture of Phineas from DeviantArt and used it for their Twitter advertisements, and everybody was quick to inform Twitter. But did they take down the tweet?
I don't think so, but they're a legend.
I think that was completely intentional, honestly. Like,
It's legendary.
like the marketing and the personality of corporations on Twitter should not be trusted.
Like,
I mean, in like the same week, Sunny D let out something like a suicide note, and
Right,
Moon Pie
Sunny
came
D was
around
pretty
like,
suicidal.
"Dude, are you okay?"
depressed.
Oh god.
Like, we're really at that point where, like, I don't know. I know you
Corporations
guys
are
said
getting
no on
depression.
politics, but capitalism's scary.
Yeah,
No,
when,
that's not politics. That's just a fact.
yeah. When you see Wendy's flirting with Burger King, then you're like, all right, pull the plug.
Wendy's
It's
was
gone too
flirting
far.
with Game Grumps for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think that's a completely different thing because
Well,
there's
so
a whole
is Sonic.
subplot with Aaron wanting to win Wendy's love, and that's kind of a different spiel where they didn't have a sponsorship; it was just a thing they did for gags.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with
I think
that.
he was fighting for a sponsorship, actually.
Yeah,
really
he was
funny.
fighting for one, but it never came through, like they did with Chili's because they mentioned baby back ribs once, and they did get a coupon at one point to try food, and it wasn't I can't remember. Some of the Dead Rising playthrough they talked about it, but I can't remember specifically what they said about it. But I don't think they got a sponsorship. They just so happened to get a coupon, and they went like, this is not a sponsorship, but Chili's, if you are out there.
I love the one where they tried to get what was it, Carvel, or what was the other ice cream place?
Baskin Robbins?
Yes, it was. I'm not gonna say it on stream because I might get in trouble, but Aaron promised to do some unspeakable things in exchange for a sponsorship.
Oh my god.
Oh, also, whenever Aaron tried eating multiple Sonic the Hedgehog themed cupcakes.
Oh,
Oh,
gotta go
yeah,
fast.
I remember that. He called out the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter and they delivered.
He's on like his fifth
Great.
cupcake, and he's like, "You know what they say? Gotta go fast."
And I think he only got like 12 of them in, and there was like 50 or 60.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh,
then
it's
he
so-"
died.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah.
That was... Thank you, Sonic.
Very cool.
Bless you, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that was funny. So, yeah, do we have any other news?
I got I wrote down SpongeBob Sweet Victory Super Bowl and Carmen Sandiego. I watched.
Oh yeah, we
I
watched
watched
Carmen Sandiego on Netflix.
On Netflix? Well, that's not where we watched it. But, yeah.
For
Clown
Yeah,
War.
Netflix. Yeah, but we watched the first 2 episodes. So.
Yeah, I had to leave like mid-episode, I think.
Oh, so where did you watch it?
Anyway,
Oh,
could you
say
SpongeBob Super Bowl?
you might
that
have.
was a thing.
I guess you could say you really kissed that cartoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Kim that cartoon because if you
Shade,
kiss a
shut up.
cartoon,
Oh yeah, you should have to really kiss a cartoon. I mean,
because you'll get sick if you kiss that cartoon.
Anyway,
and Shade's like that when he watches Cyber 6.
SpongeBob Super Bowl. That's a thing that happened.
Yeah.
What's the Super Bowl?
Right, Super Bowl is a big
Yeah.
football game
Super Bowl
We kept
time.
deterring from that.
I don't care.
What's football?
Foot.
I'm just some fat, lonely nerd who stays in his bedroom all day. I don't know what sports is.
Neither do I. But anyway, there was a huge petition after after Steven Hillenburg died for the Super Bowl to play the song "Sweet Victory," which was made famous by the SpongeBob episode Band Geeks. And so the Super Bowl came around, and they were making a bunch of hints like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this." And they had like a 3-second animation of SpongeBob lazily made in Flash, followed by I forget what the band's name is called. Yes, going sicko mode, and everyone hated them.
Okay, can I offer a little positive outlook on that real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I just say that like the fact that a Western cartoon like managed to get in an event as big as the Super Bowl, like the fact that happened in the first place is kind of awesome. Like if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
like I know that
at the same time, that's kind of like a celebrity eating a ham sandwich that you made. It's not that special.
That's a fair way to look at it. At the same time,
It's
like
kinda
I'm
like
glad
if-
it's not up there at all, you know.
It's kind of like if a celebrity only showed one nipple, it's like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, the animator Nico Colio, he tweeted that he worked on that short and that the original plan was for that clip to play, then Maroon 5 would play Sweet Victory.
But
he was still happy.
Good.
Yeah, he was still happy that they played the clip, but he said that like that was the original, that was what the animators thought would happen.
That's and like the day before the program went live, people could like hear Maroon 5 practicing Sweet Victory in the stadium. So it was like, yeah, it's gonna happen, but we have no idea what the change was.
No,
I think I remember hearing that it was like Travis Scott was like, if I didn't get more time on this, I'm leaving. And everybody's like, oh, okay.
So it was a
Hearing
celebrity's
Squidward
outcry?
Yeah, celebrity outcry pretty much. Travis Scott is the rapper for Sicko Mode.
Okay.
Hearing Travis Scott like introduced as like a musical genius who needs no introduction is like honestly really funny. Like Squidward.
Yeah, I was
If
actually
only
texting
Squidward
Riley.
said, if only Squidward said, "Let's go sicko mode."
And he
Let's
did.
go
Like,
sicko mode.
The hit wouldn't have been as hard if
Introducing
they had
Travis
just hinted at it
Scott.
beforehand instead of just completely like bait and switching us. People probably would have taken it a little easier.
Yeah, like the stadium tweeted out SpongeBob gifs, or like they were hyping it up, but instead they just played Sweet Victory in an empty stadium.
But
What if
actually,
they
there is
got
a happy ending to
Squidward?
this story because was it a day later or was it the same day that a hockey team played the song in its entirety?
Good.
Yeah.
Actually, they just played the clip from SpongeBob in its entirety.
Yeah, and they put a filter on it to make the colors green because that's their not school, their team color.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What if the halftime show was Squidward singing sicko mode?
Honestly, I would have preferred that more.
Yeah.
I think
sun is down, freezing cold.
Yes, if it was Squidward singing Sicko Mode, I wouldn't have been as angry. If at all.
Yes, Squidward sings sicko mode.
Oh, if they like animated, like they had a hologram of Squidward rapping with Travis.
Oh my
Scott.
god, just like the vocal
hologram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got
That's
Roger
how they
Bumpus
should have
to sing
honored
it.
it.
Wake up in the middle when I get outside. When
I think my favorite part of all of that, though, is how like Travis Scott started cursing, and it's immediately after a little cartoon TV Y7 skit.
Yeah.
It's just like 5-second cutout, rap, 5-second cutout.
performance.
I mean, Maroon 5 was a bad performance too. I mean, he had to like Adam Levine had to like strip tease to make it better. That's kind of sad.
That's really sad.
Yeah, dude,
Maroon
he's
5
like,
isn't that
look
good in
at-
the first place.
Yeah.
One
I used to
of my
listen
like
to Maroon 5.
What was their song
What
that
am
they
I-
were famous for?
She Will Be Loved, right?
2003.
That was them?
Payphone. Or I think was he a feature? Was that a Maroon 5 song, or was he? Yeah, I think so.
I'm at a payphone trying to call.
They didn't do payphone, and I'm like, why didn't you at least do that? I would have been a little bit happier.
Play something from that era. Like,
And play something from the meme era, the good old days where I'd be driving to summer camp and they'd play payphone over and over again on the bus.
Oh god.
Like, you could have played, like, Never Gonna Give You Up, and we could have been... people would have been less angry. People would have been happy. It's like,
The Rickroll was already done at the foster home for Imaginary Friends float back in 2007 at the Macy's.
Yeah, that was the height of popularity.
Yeah. It can't get better than that.
Like, I remember apparently YouTube did, like, you clicked on the front page, every video was a Rickroll.
For April Fool's one year?
I think so.
Oh, YouTube. There was a thing that they never changed back from the fidget spinner era, which I don't even know how long ago it was. I think it was just last year or the year before. But they kept a thing where whenever you load a video with the word fidget spinner in it, the little loading thing would change from the usual blips to a fidget spinner spinning.
Oh, I hate that.
And I always thought that was cute.
But I remember that Nyan Cat had a special loading, or had a special bar at the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why
Aw.
they changed it. It might have been the switch from HTML to a different coding format.
Also,
Remember when YouTube was cool, and then everybody became a content creator, and then it sucked?
Yeah, there is a Easter egg on Google. If you type in Sonic the Hedgehog,
Yeah.
and if you look to the right, you can find his sprite, and if you click on it, he spins into a ball.
Oh, also typing in do a barrel roll.
Yeah, and I believe
That one's
OMG
classic.
ZerBrush still works.
Oh yeah, that's fun. I think you can do Pac-Man.
I don't think there used to be one where it was tilt, where it just like tilt the screen slightly, but I don't think that works anymore.
Or if you search "Do the Harlem Shake" on YouTube, the YouTube page shakes. I don't know if that still happens.
I tried it. It doesn't work anymore.
That's so sad.
This is so sad.
Keep all the
Alexa,
funny
play
things
Despacito.
from.
No.
Play the
It would have been
anthem.
hilarious if that dead meme was still a YouTube Easter egg.
They should keep them though as like an archive of these
like-
things existing.
It's like
Aliens a
remembrance of
century
shame.
later learn how to type things in.
Hey kids, remember when you used to do that? Oh yeah. I did not say Alexa. Stupid computer.
I can't believe it.
Quick, tell it to play Despacito.
Gazpacho. Despacito.
Despacito.
2.
Where is Despacito?
Remember when that was the giant meme? Despacito 2 for the Nintendo
Mhm.
Switch.
Well,
Yeah.
it's great. It's
Yeah.
great to be a memer.
Memes are the only escape now.
I bet you're jelly of my epic Relay Trollface t-shirt.
Yeah, now it's just Fortnite.
Also, I just made a very hex drawing for Domino because it just occurred to me I had the power to draw this. So it's no relation to the conversation.
Ooh,
It just came out of nowhere.
sexy.
uh,
I'm gonna save that.
I was like, I want to try to do a group drawing, but then I just focused on that instead.
under photos, important
Oh, shucks.
pictures.
You scare me sometimes.
Hey, look, I just saw the 2 eyes, and then my brain was like, why don't I give it a cat face? And then my hands just kind of did the rest of the work.
You have no recollection.
Yeah.
Anyway, any other news to talk about?
Oh, for people actually, do people know in the chat about what I drew? Like, did somebody show them, or should I just
No.
say what it is?
Here, I can.
No one. I don't. There's like two people watching. I think that's.
More people watch when it's on YouTube.
Yeah, or they listen to it. Like I can check when people are listening to it.
I sent a link
Okay.
in the live chat.
Well, for the 2 people who care, it's Domino in Neko gear, like
Hell yeah.
cat paws and cat ears.
Like
I should have added a
I'm,
tail, but oh well.
I'm watching it, so there's like one other person watching it. Although,
Like, no, that's not. My original. Well, I'm gonna change that to my profile picture. My original profile pic is my ugly mug, but I'm gonna quickly dispose of that and toss it in the garbage. In the trash.
And it trash.
I hate garbage.
It's garbage day!
Why are there so many memes surrounding garbage?
oh yeah, Garbage Day. That
Hmm.
scene from that one movie that I don't know.
Garbage day.
It's
No.
Garbage Day.
What? No. God, my
Now that we're at a point where we're cutting off, I'm gonna say something to you, Mike, real quick.
Oh no. God
I
damn it.
read CEB gaming in our chat to CBT.
That's not TMI, that's just a funny joke. Bruh.
CBT stands for cock and ball torture.
But that's not TMI, it's just a funny joke. Come on, bro.
It is an adult joke, though.
Okay.
Well, that would get me banned from TikTok. Just kidding. My thing is still on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
TikTok. I love TikTok. It's my
Should we
favorite
talk about
Kesha.
TikTok memes?
It's my favorite Kesha song.
Being banned from TikTok is a good thing. What are you talking about?
I unfortunately love TikTok and what it's become. It's become like an escape for people who were formerly Viners or looked up to Viners.
Like, we are.
That's
like,
true.
TikTok started out as like some innocent thing. Hey, mouth the words to this song. It's like you're singing it, and people just turned it into a total shitpost field.
It's just kind of musically.
That's basically what it is. Musically 2.0.
Yeah.
And like everybody keeps using it as a Vine replacement.
What are you talking about? Vine's still here. In my mind. It's not just in my mind. I'm gonna be a Vine star one day. You'll see. I'm gonna be a Vine star. Or I'm gonna be an epic gamer when I'm older. Or no, an elite gamer, I should say. A 1337 gamer.
Yeah, Elite Gamer has been replaced by Epic Gamer in Internet Lexicon.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be like my hero Jablinski. The
Oh,
ultimate
hell
gamer.
yeah.
Jablinski Games.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he has a Discord server. I joined it. It has like 6,000 people.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
Does it have 9,000 more now? I don't know.
Does he ever actually get
I like
on
his
to
It's
own-
like a
people?
huge. It's a huge Discord server.
I like his video called "We're Finally Gaming," and he's like, just got Fortnite playing in the back, and he's like, "Look at me, one-handed because I'm a good gamer." He's like, "No, guys, I can't fucking do this. It's a green screen."
Oh yeah. Then he's like, my Delgado got stolen. Like, I'm starting to think that it's a social experiment or something.
No, it's
Like
just,
that
It's just
was
like
the
whole
video.
crap on
Yeah.
Tumblr.
by like his third video, he's like, "Enough talk. Just get with the gaming. Just gaming." And then like we're on like like video like 10 or 9 or so. So Sarah's not here yet. Well, it's got stolen.
Yeah, it was this that was obviously like a joke video. Like he had
No. He did
or-
game. He played pinball.
Yeah, he played Donkey Kong also.
Yeah.
Filming
like,
at
even
filming
like,
the
all
screen.
right, does anybody know about Trying to Play? The channel Trying to Play?
I don't.
All right, so
No,
the
I don't.
the creator of Mighty Magiswords, Kyle Carosa, and I believe one of the board artists,
Oh yeah,
John something,
I heard.
started their own
yeah.
Let's Play channel because apparently
Oh.
Magiswords isn't airing anymore aside from Korea.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's starting to scare me that major board artists are posting tweets like looking for work.
That's a little.
It's a little
Freaky.
unusual.
It was shot in the back like a dog, but in a way, I feel like it's sort of karma just because I remember hearing the creator of Mighty Magiswords was a huge prick.
Really?
Like, it's somehow connected to John K, yada yada.
Oh dear.
But I remember first and foremost, he was kind of a dick. And it's evident all over his DeviantArt page.
He
I remember
he
hearing
got
these
mad
all
at
over.
he got mad at someone for saying, "Hey, I don't like Fanboy and Chum Chum." He's like, "We work hard on that show."
Oh, he was on Fanboy? Okay, that makes sense.
It's like we
I'm
work
pretty sure a
hard.
lot
I
of
mean,
stress is built up just on working on that show.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't like your shit and fart jokes. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah,
you.
buddy. Yeah, but he did make a comic about John K before the stuff came out.
I do have
Yeah.
a theory about
That was-
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Oh, go on.
Fanboy is actually Sheen from Jimmy Neutron. Changed my mind.
Yeah, that's
I was chasing. Stopping at the star, Gucci.
Exactly.
No hesitation. What's the
I
whole
did see. I don't know what episode of Fanboy and Chum Chum this was, but they their skulls were out for some reason, and somebody edited them to look like Sans and Papyrus. And
Good.
It worked
Wait,
too
it
well.
sounds Undertale.
Text.
Mr. Undertale sounds. Oh wow.
It
Saw
was
the
just
same thing with like Carl and Sheen.
too
So
perfect.
maybe you are right the whole time, Domino.
Yay!
Sheen after not surviving.
Oh shit!
Is Carl
You gain
Sans
superpowers.
finding
Well,
out on
no,
this
Fanboy
game
doesn't even
theory?
have any power. When I was younger, when that show came out, I was like, how come they never have any like well it's actually a bit more it's like, how come they never have any like regular clothes? And then I realized I couldn't process that animated shows have a budget, and I don't think they wanted to create any more character models for it.
Also, like
I don't
when
blame them.
when the show was first premiering, And I saw the title Fanboy and Chum Chum. I was like, Fanboy? That would think... And he's wearing a superhero costume. He must like be a real big fan of some comic.
Sounds like a show about me. Sounds
Yeah,
like
he's a
something
fan of Mantarctica.
That was never established
Oh,
anywhere,
yeah.
as far as I could tell, from the first 2 seasons.
No, I think it was. There's one where they like wanted where Chum Chum wanted Mantarctica to come to his sleepover or something. Like it was like a Santa Claus parody, or he wanted him to visit.
Look,
And so
Shade,
he left.
me and Drake have studied up on the law, so check your facts.
No, but he left milk and cookies, but for Mantarctica, and he didn't show up. But he realized, oh, it's cookies and milk, so he had to switch him over.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah,
then
then it's just
Mantarctica
the
shows
Santa
up, and Fanboy misses out seeing him.
What a great show. I'm going to draw myself as Fanboy, just because.
Good.
It's my
cute
favorite
little
show.
Domino persona cosplays.
Oh, hell yeah. It's my favorite show. Don't make fun of it. Unless you make fun of it, you're a
Domino
hater.
goes to Katsucon to sit in front of the gazebos.
I'm going to have no friends, but it's going to be worth it.
Oh yeah,
Actually, that's
Fanboy.
accurate.
Friendly reminder that Fanboy got on Nick instead of Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's for the best, though.
Yeah,
Money well
yeah,
spent.
yeah, it is. Because if it were on Nick, Adventure Time would still be on, probably.
No,
Okay.
it's more like it would be banhammered.
Oh yeah, or it'd
within,
be
3 weeks.
canceled. Yeah, I could see it being canceled, like after one season.
Yeah, Nick has a terrible record with their quote-unquote experiments.
Yeah,
yeah,
it wouldn't
like-
have been promoted as so strongly as Cartoon
Yeah.
Network did.
Like, I have
Yeah,
a
oh,
tier
yeah,
list of
and-
things I want, companies I want to apply to, and Nick is not high on that list.
Oh yeah, like Nick. There was a new Nick show called Glitch Text, and they canceled production before it even came out.
Wow.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and it looks really good.
From
And
the
and
other
it's also
podcast I was on.
it's also same topic, created by the creator of Fanboy and Chum Chum, but this show actually looks good.
F.
Wow.
Good old Fanboy Chum Chum.
I think
And we-
everybody's just learning not to pitch shows to Nick.
Yeah. And, like,
Just subscribe to their hive mind.
Let Nick crash and burn.
also, like,
Which is sad because I think Nick is my favorite out of like terms of animation styles.
on the topic, streaming services, and animation.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think the best streaming service is to get, like, the most bang for your buck when it comes to original animation?
Oh, that's
Earth.
kind of a hard one.
Hmm.
So
I'd
original
say-
animation, do you mean stuff that's new? Or because I feel like one could say Boomerang would fit under that because of its Rolodex of like Looney Tunes and other shit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
of course,
I can do that.
Netflix has all the stuff that's being talked about.
Yeah.
I don't know what Hulu's placement is.
Yeah.
Hulu has a bunch
Hulu's
of
pretty
Cartoon
good.
Network stuff and anime.
Actually,
Yeah,
speaking
I
of
don't
which-
even know how it's divvied up anymore.
Right, I saw an ad. Netflix
I-
actually has a job page for animators now.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, they're looking
Epic.
for, quote, let's see, animation people, art people, CG people, editors, post-production, writing, technical direction, story, and production management.
You know something? I forgot to shell out my friend who's already been shilled to no end because she got to become a character designer for Nickelodeon.
Oh!
For SpongeBob, actually.
Ah.
And it was by mere chance of Sherm Cohen looking at her Instagram.
Wow, that's
Or somebody
yeah.
referring to it. Pinky Tunes.
That's really neat.
Yeah, follow Pinky Tunes on Twitter. She's great.
You're just gonna shill her out like that.
Sexy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I remember being super happy for her, and she was very secretive about it. So now I can boast about it, even though it's not even my thing to show. Which is surprising considering Okay, I didn't know where that was going. Never mind.
All
You
right.
and your silly brain, Z.
The Hobbit in my brain commands what I say. And
How large
sometimes the
are you to have a
teleprompter
hobbit
isn't
in your head?
working. The noun that is in my brain changes every once in a while. Sometimes it's a rat, sometimes it's a goblin. Today it's a hobbit.
I like
I
the
haven't
word
even
goblin.
read anything by
Good word.
Lord of the Rings. Man.
Lord
Speaking
of the
of
Rings.
Carmen
man.
Sandiego, I mean Netflix. We talk about Carmen Sandiego,
Smooth transition, butter smooth.
I know. What
We
are
did it.
first impressions on it?
Has everybody seen the new Carmen Sandiego series, or is it new?
Seen a little bit of it.
I'm a clown and I didn't watch any of it, but I'm enjoying the style and other people's takes on it, so.
It
I guess
looks
we'll just
really good.
yeah, the animation, the art style, it's really good.
Yeah, you could tell a lot of passion was put into that project.
And a weird thing I really love and appreciate about the show is the pacing. It feels weirdly movie-ish, so it's good. I like how it's paced. It feels mature. It takes itself seriously, but not too seriously. I appreciate it. It's good.
Yeah, and like some of the tropes that I absolutely hate in some cases actually worked here. Like shoehorning a kid. When I first saw Finn Wolfhard's character, I was like, oh no, did they just shoehorn this guy in for kids to relate to? But it was actually no, they integrated him really well.
Good.
Like nobody feels forced.
Yeah, I like what I've seen so far.
I can very much appreciate that.
And like this ongoing plot line that's kind of there, kind of not. It's kind of wrapped up in about 2 episodes. Like the whole story, that's good. And then, like, because the first 2, I believe, were just labeled Becoming Carmen Sandiego, like her origin story. But the series is just called Carmen
Good
Sandiego,
origin
isn't
story,
it?
I will say. Think so.
But apparently they changed a lot of stuff. Like in the games, in the original animated series, Carmen Sandiego, isn't she like a straight up villain?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they made her more of an anti-hero in this one.
I'm okay with that. Some people are really upset about it, but I don't really mind.
Yeah, this is a good incarnation. Like, it's so different from the other series that, like, well, nobody really... Alright, hands up in the air. Did anybody actually watch the original Carmen Sandiego series?
Yeah,
I know
I
about
did.
the Today Show spinoff.
That is explaining how well received this reboot is because nobody bothered to look at the source material or the quote unquote source material.
I played the games when I was a kid. I don't really remember much, but I
I
remember like
literally had no idea Carmen Sandiego was a thing until like a couple years ago. Not even when the reboot came out, but like had no idea it was an original thing.
I knew Carmen Sandiego was a thing like a long time ago because does anybody remember Kid Pix, that art program for
yep.
small children?
oh yeah, I
it's from
love that. I love that.
Well,
I
she
made
wasn't
little
from that, but the company that manufactured that software, I believe, had an advert on that program for a Carmen Sandiego game back when she was just used to teach kids geography.
Right.
Yeah, oh yeah, I loved playing computer games as a kid. Like my school had Kid Pix. I made little like they're not animations, but obviously, but I made little movies on there. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Playing that.
But Carmen was just like a big computer game back then, mostly to teach geography, and that's how I found out about her. And
yeah, I played Carmen Sandiego all the time, like in my in one of my classes. Like, and I kept like wanting to play it to the point where I said it's a phenomenon. Like, I called it a phenomenon for some reason.
I think we all called things that because it was a big word.
Yeah, but like I had a lot of fun playing. I don't know what game it was, but it was one of the Carmen Sandiego games.
That's like when I was obsessed with this Clifford computer game when I was younger.
Yeah, my biggest ones are probably the what they go, like Putt Putt, Spy Fox, Freddy Fish,
Oh, Putt
Humongous
Putt.
Entertainment. Those guys.
Oh yeah. What are they called? Gigantic Studios.
No, just Humongous Entertainment.
That studio who made this game.
All those point and click games.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to cheat in Google to see what they were called. I mean, the company. Humongous. Ah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of childhood like computer games I want to play again. Come to think of it, there was that Clifford one because it was a huge part of my life. Oh, podcast questions. Whoop.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, we'll take those in a minute.
Sorry.
You were saying something about computer games?
Yeah, I really want to play some of them over again.
I still have a disc for SpongeBob SquarePants Operation Krabby Patty.
Ooh, nice.
Operation Krabby Patty, is that the one that I tried playing recently? No. I had one extra computer game that was maybe CGI, and I can't remember anything about it besides it was JPEG compressor.
I think that
I had Employee of the Year though, and I liked Employee of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I'm not sure if they got rid of them, but I think my library in the kids section like still has those computer games like on their computers.
Oh.
But I'm like way too old to play them now.
Who says that?
I know that.
Like I'm like out of my way, kid. I want to play Employee of the Year.
I'm about to play Employee of the Year. It's actually only 2 hours long, and there's a playthrough of it on YouTube. I looked somewhere for it just because it's a lot more fun when you're playing it because watching somebody click and find things. It's like these games are very much for like smaller children, so you're not expecting much besides a point and click anyhow. But
yeah. Although I did actually pop in my old copy of Operation Krabby Patty just to make a stupid Sans meme.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'll send that to you later, but...
Please don't.
Oh,
that is a weird flex.
Oh dear.
Yes. It took hours. But... Yeah, big computer... Like, what was some... Who made, like, the Clue Finders? That was also a big computer game. And, like, Secrets of Monkey Island... Clue Finders.
Oh, that was a classic. Secret of Monkey Island.
Yeah.
Was it? So yeah, it's weird. I'm not as old as you, but as you guys, I'm not really relating. So I'm kind of going by more of like a modern perspective on stuff like this. Cause I kind of grew up with like all like the Flash games on Nick and Cartoon Network.
Yeah, same.
I liked a lot of those.
It sucks that the Nick website is now an app, so all those games they're gone.
Well, I mean,
they're on websites. They're on websites, so they
Yeah.
still exist. But like, the website is Nick website is gone now. It's just an app.
I remember
That is so sad.
I used to play Crash Nebula Fairly Odd Parents game, and that was pretty fun.
I really only played the Nick Jr. games.
Oh, I did as well. I don't know why, but
Max and Ruby dress up. I've said this before many times, but that shit was really nice.
did you there was also like one with like a train, I think like a Max and Ruby train one. I don't know.
I only played the dress up games because I didn't find any appeal with the other ones. I also did like a Wow Wow Wubsy platformer. There was a Dora game that you could download, and it was CG. It was rhythm based, and it was one of like the hardest things ever. You could tell it was inspired from Mario 64, and I remember struggling so hard at that and like spending hours on end. My 5-year-old ass sitting on the computer, clicking on vines until I fall into a pit of lava.
I think I played the same Wow Wow Wubsy game. Was it like it was like a big robot chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that. Was
that
nice.
a tongue-in-cheek reference?
Nah, it was. Oh, cool! I'm level 1. No, it was a literal thing you had to fight a giant robot chicken.
Congratulations, gamer.
I feel like they had to have said to themselves, "Wait, robot chicken? Yeah, we'll leave it." But yeah,
Nick Jr.
I'm
Oh,
glad
right.
that the phase I was born in for Nick Jr. was mostly animal / non CGI based. Well, there's Backyardigans and Lazy Town, but like I don't know,
was the one
something
that
about
popped
the
up?
Designs for Nick Jr. irk me.
Right, Higglytown Heroes. That was that theme song is still stuck in my head.
There was a show that had these really like cool games where you could like, it was these two guys and they were like mimicking, like throwing fruit into a blender or something, or like lifting weights, and you would like draw. Like obviously now people just draw like inside of a blender, people draw like a penis or something. But back then I used to try my best to draw like a blender and like let's say now draw a watermelon. And I'm like, oh okay, I better draw one, and then they like animated so he would throw the thing that you drew into the blender, and like it was like I think it was called the Upside Down Show.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was like a puppet or something. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't I remember watching that with I think my little brother.
I remember.
Because I think I felt like I was too old to watch those shows, but I still watched them with like my little brother, and I actually enjoyed watching them. Those shows.
I got a funny story about my sister. She's younger than me, but she used to go on the Nick Jr. Website a lot because she was a lot younger, and she used to get worried about clicking on like page 2 of games. For some reason, like she'd only play like the first page of them. And when I found out, it was because those games were from different, like the late 90s, and I'm like, okay.
Big feel. I think at one point I tried to play one of the Blue's Clues ones because Blue's Clues was the late 90s, early 2000s Nick Jr. thing, and I remember it glitching out pretty bad. Like I'm trying to remember it now, and all I remember is like a pitch black screen of blue on the left and a magenta paw print on the right, maybe a couple other colored paw prints, but I don't even remember what the game was. I just remembered that thinking of the game.
Was it a web game or
and maybe
one of
that
the
was
CD
super
games?
pixelated.
Like I remember having a Blue's Clues game. It was like a 2-disc game. Blue's Birthday. I think that's what it was. And then there was one centered around rain.
Heavy Rain. Jason.
Nickelodeon. David Cage crossover.
Yeah. Jason.
Alright.
By the way, we got one question, podcast questions.
Oh, sweet. If there were two guys on the moon and one of them killed each other with a rock, wouldn't that be
That'd be fucked up.
Oh my god, that's true.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucked up.
Also, instead of Sicko Mode or Sweet Victory, what other song would have you had preferred, knowing that Super Bowl was going to suck or not?
I would have preferred the entire hour of Pulse Steam in my Merzbow to be played at full volume.
What's the hip song?
It would be super fucking funny and memeish to do You Reposted in the Wrong Neighborhood.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
And a
God,
giant ass stadium. And like Maroon 5 and Travis Scott and Big Boy are just like all frozen in time as the entire audience is like whipping out their best moves. Camera pans to like these two couples dabbing.
Then Leafy comes on stage and he's like, I'm back.
Keemstar, I'm coming for you.
Like,
And,
no,
like,
it's like
does, like, a
Leafy,
dab.
Keemstar, and Scarce all doing the same dance. Perfectly
Oh my
synchronized.
god, it's just that side of YouTube just comes up on stage and pushes everybody off.
Yeah, it's like move over.
And then you just see Leafy walk away with Adam Levine's shirt.
It'd be interesting if like some Death Grips just randomly played.
And it's sweet victory!
Death Grips wouldn't have failed us. Brockhampton wouldn't have failed us.
Yeah, they would have.
No, they wouldn't have.
Yeah, because
Like,
the
if it's
latest
somebody
album
from
wasn't
our
good.
generation, they would understand.
Okay, yeah, good point.
Like,
I feel like even Travis Scott would have understood, but no. His sicko mode and cursing is more important.
Yeah.
But it's sicko mode. That's really funny.
It is, but
the timing wasn't there.
Yeah.
We're like Sicko Mode remix of Sweet Victory. It'd still be like
The river takes off.
I don't know. Maybe slightly. But I mean, if they played it, if at least played it.
or if it were like a giant advertisement for something, actually. Like, suddenly it starts playing Another One Bites the Dust, and a hologram of Freddie Mercury pops up on screen, and he's like limboing on the stage. Everything stops for him, and then in giant flashing letters,
Just make it as
vote for
confusing
Bohemian
as
Rhapsody
possible.
as best film.
Oh yeah.
And it's like motion capture Freddie Mercury dance. I want the shittiest of the shitty.
Trash.
Actually, going way back for a minute, I found this old PC cover art for Carmen Sandiego. If you look in the background, those two characters look very similar to the ones that were chasing Carmen in that first episode.
Oh
Huh.
shit!
Oh.
Callback.
So they might have just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Can I just say that fisheye like lens perspective is really funny?
Yeah, it's all right. They could have done a little better, but
It looks fine. It's just fucking fisheye lens.
Yeah.
and like the fucking Coliseum in the background.
It's like,
It's
yeah,
like a 90s
world
music video.
geography. Where are we now?
In Greece, obviously, dumbass.
Well, we all know that the best educational game is Mario is missing.
Oh
How
hell
does
yeah!
Mario
You
teach
go
us
around
typing?
but you go around the world. So
Oh yeah. I've seen clips from Mario teaches typing.
And then there's Mario's time
I'm
machine.
gonna fly for you.
Help! I'm a fallen and I can't get up. That is my impression.
Like a big pizza pie.
how
This is
about
my impression of American advertising.
how about that game that I think it was Charles Martinez? I heard this off Screw Attack, rest in peace, of their old top 10 worst Mario games, and it was like Mario's fundamentals, and it's like Mario, go fish. Looks like I'm gonna go fishing again.
Oh yeah, should we talk about Rip Screw Attack?
Come here, fish. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
So-
pretty important. I think we should.
The
Rest in peace.
YouTube channel Screw Attack has basically officially retired itself and converted its entire channel exclusively to its show Death Battle, going as far as to rename and rebrand itself, deleting anything that didn't have to do with it.
it just kind of happened, didn't it? It was just like. Apparently, it was because people were asking for it, but I highly doubt that.
There is probably more to it than that.
Yeah.
That we don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody was paying their respects. R.I.P. Screw Attack. And like nobody's really mad at the change to exclusively Death Battle. They're just kind of like, yeah, that's just feels like a natural progression of things.
I am kind of sad that Side Scrollers had ended. It was a podcast that they did with Craig Skitmus, and he did that since like 2006, and there's like 500 episodes.
All
And
gone.
they managed. Well, they're not all gone. I think the videos are still up, but it's just like they got to episode 554. And they mentioned, they're like, why can't we just have one more to round it off to 555? And they're like, nope, got it.
That angers me.
Yeah, they're like, nope. Gotta end it here. Rip.
Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, Angry Video Game Nerd, had a very sweet appreciation post on Twitter about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot it was a part of that. It's been a while.
Yeah, it seems like the
Screw it.
internet as a whole had kind of Screw Attack was there in the background, and we were like, all right, cool. But when it went missing, it was like something feels wrong. Something feels wrong.
I'm sure that's how it was when Smosh and Fine Brothers came corporate entities and just turned into a React world.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Not animation related, but did anyone see any elders react to Aligo faces? Aligo? How do you pronounce that?
Ahigo.
Ahigo?
I think so. It's that one where
God.
I'm not describing it, but it's a lewd face, a lewd anime face, and
Oh Christ.
basically the entire comment section was like, "You sickos! Why would you do this? They're elders. Not even we suggested this." Like,
honestly, who suggested it? Like, it's probably some weirdo on the internet who is just like also has a hentai icon. Like,
Jesus.
therefore, their opinion is not valid.
Yes.
I mean, I guess better the elders than the kids. So.
Oh yeah. Like, it's one thing to like. I remember that they had kids react to "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared," specifically because the fan base asked for it, and at the end of it,
and they didn't know.
like the kids at the end of it, they called out the audience, saying like, "Our audience said that we wanted you, the kids, to see it," and they all turned to the camera and basically said, "Why would you do that?" And
oh my god, it cut off. What did they say?
Why did you do that? But with this new one, no one asked for this. No one asked for elders to look at this anime face that we all know is very lewd.
So literally, it's just the Fine Brothers trying to find the most clickbaitable things possible.
Probably,
Pretty much,
actually,
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Are the Fine Brothers still even part of it? But I haven't seen their faces in a long time.
They're swimming
They're
in
never
the
the
money.
face of their brand anyhow, but I don't know. I don't keep track.
I haven't seen their lopsided faces for a while.
The last time I saw them was in that video, the animated, about where they beat a dead horse.
Oh yeah.
We had decided to copyright the word react. And then
Oh yeah. Oh
2
yeah,
days
that
later.
wasn't that before? Yeah, that Fine Brothers or the whole kids the React World fiasco.
Yeah.
Like Psychic Pebbles like knew that they were like not good before like that whole happened.
I think everybody suspected that though.
Yeah, I mean that's very clickbaity.
And after the whole React World fiasco, like we never really saw their faces on that channel again. It was just their staff coming in saying, "Hey," coming in with announcements.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're now just acting like figureless entities.
Are they gonna like react to another teen girls suicide note video and then like put ads on it like last time?
What the fuck?
Oh
they
yeah,
they
avoided
somebody's suicide?
Yeah, what was her name?
Amanda Todd.
Yeah, originally that video had ads on.
I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah. And also, I know this is like old by now, but I still can't get over the thing. I think Casey Neistat mentioned about they wouldn't allow ads on his video about him talking about a recent shooting, which is like he didn't want to put ads, but rules are rules, and he's like, okay, yeah, I wasn't going to, but I'm not allowed to. And then he looks at Jimmy Kimmel. He's doing the same thing, and there's like a Coke ad.
Wait, was there a Coke ad on the system, or was he doing an ad inside his own video?
Oh no, it was like on this. It was like before the video played.
Oh,
Oh,
Jimmy
so
Kimmel's a shit eater, anyhow.
oh yeah,
They
then
also,
YouTube said that oh no, it's different. These are ads that bigger companies buy or like that are have to do with advertising on the network. I don't know exactly, but I
It's
guess it
just them
was
covering themselves up. It's
yeah, it is. It's the
yeah.
same ads. Like ads they're getting AdSense, so I mean
and I don't know
Well, the
why
people who
he
run
would.
YouTube are hypocrites.
Well, I know why he's doing it, but he doesn't need the extra money. He's being paid by a network.
Yeah.
I mean I yeah.
Yeah, I actually hate Jimmy Kimmel. He's my least favorite of the Jimmys. I remember it was one Thanksgiving, and the whole entire joke was that, haha, political correctness. It's like Native Americans or Indians. He's like, oh, did you mean indigenous people? Did you know there are more than two genders? Actually, I'm vegan.
It just makes you want to punch someone.
Jimmy
Wait,
Kimmel
hold
does have
on.
a punchable face, at least.
Oh
Wasn't
yeah.
it? But didn't you laugh when Jimmy Kimmel brought on a kid on stage and he didn't tell any jokes, but because kids are apparently cute, that's where the humor comes in. Isn't that right?
Oh, kids say the darndest things, but they stole that from the last guy.
Oh no, I stole the Halloween candy.
Oh no, he stole their
Oh
entire
yeah,
joke.
yeah.
Oh no.
Also,
Oh, unnecessary censorship where you take clips from cartoons and bleep it out. How funny.
Actually,
I
there
just
is
want
a
to say
channel that does that.
something that is funny, and a man I hold near and dear to my heart, Conan.
Yeah,
He,
Conan, yeah.
I love this guy, and he recently did something with the guy from Big Mouth.
Nick
The
Kroll?
guy from Nick Kroll. They went into a sex ed class, and they were talking about like as like professional as they could, like talking about like giving like the sex talk to like people like 16-year-olds. And right at the end of it, they were like, "So how did you find? Was that informative?" And everyone was like, "No, I didn't learn anything." I was like, "No, it was stupid." Conan's like, "Oh well, we tried."
Literally, you learn that shit onward like 10, 11 anyhow. But
Yeah.
even then, like,
I think they needed a bit more information about like everything, but it was just like the most basic thing that you learn. Which I don't know. It was funny.
Yeah, use big words like copulate. That won't get you banned.
vaginal contraceptives.
Uh, oh God. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I found this picture of Pillsbury dough that leaked out of the can, and it looks like a pair of nuts. I'll post.
And the way that they're pointed out, like there's a vein in it. Beautiful.
Oh dear.
Poetic, even.
Oh, that's not good to sell.
That's not poetic. How do you ban
It's
people?
a heart upside down, also. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Oh, wait.
Sorry, Z, you gotta go. How do you
No.
ban?
Uh,
Ban.
I'm sorry, Z, but you said the N word.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Peter, but you said the N word.
Oh right, memes. Are any recent memes that have captured your attention lately?
The Shaggy meme.
Right.
Oh yeah, the bad one.
Oh.
Which
All-powerful.
the Fine Bros have already hopped on.
Yeah.
Did teens react to Shaggy memes? Or is it
I've been waiting for that.
I watched that one, and I did not like some of those teens. Like, one of them, I just wanted to say, "Shut up." Enjoy.
College kids react to Ultra Instinct Shaggy memes. Okay.
Yeah.
The people on Teens React kind of look like the people that I would never talk to in school, and would probably beat me up or like make fun of me for being a nerd.
They made several hints that this is where they go to directly after class. So like they're probably only doing this for extra credit.
Yeah.
They probably only do this because like they don't have like clubs to go to.
A real job.
or just stay home and eat ice cream. That's what I do.
Mint.
Yeah,
F.
F.
Lay F.
Cookie dough ice cream is pretty good.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm
That's nice shit.
on the topic of memes though.
Yeah.
I know the renaissance of Doge has been going for a long while, and they still keep
Yeah.
going because it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the insurgence of Doge and Isabel memes, and them
Oh.
falling in love, and having children come out of the closet, them being supportive parents. Like, I'm so glad that at least, like, one family is surviving out there happily, even if it's just 2 fictional dogs.
Yeah, those memes are so wholesome.
Wholesome memes are the best. It's just that there's so rare. Alright, I know how memes work now. I've several years of studying, and
Cool. I guess you could say you went behind the meme.
Oh, wasn't there like recent news about that guy?
Yeah, but then he's the best YouTuber.
Oh yeah, he did a fake suicide video, and where he like claimed it was for awareness, and then I think I'm gonna look up his channel. I think
That
he did.
is tasteless.
Oh, definitely.
Let's see. I'm looking.
Isn't it like what Logan Paul did? He was like, "Oh god, it's a real dead body," and then at the end it's like, "Guys, don't kill yourself." Or it's like just like some like
a severe
trying to be
Oh my God.
serious.
judgment.
I'm here at the suicide forest that's actually just my home studio. And there's a dead guy. And it's me.
Like,
To be
guys,
fair,
this is all-
what's the
this is all
actual
fake.
suicide forest?
Well,
Oh, no,
no,
you're
I'm not
making
talking
it
about
your
Logan
own.
Paul. I'm talking
Okay, his 2 latest videos are why the Make-A-Wish Foundation doesn't grant adult wishes, and I got my 86-year-old grandma an adult toy for her birthday, and it's a picture of his grandma holding up a dildo or a vibrator. It's censored by an eggplant.
God.
Why?
tasteless.
What
Yeah.
the fuck behind the meme?
That's creepy.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's really messed up.
Yeah, I need. What's the ear version of eye bleach? Ear bleach?
Yeah. Sure.
I need to listen to the entirety of the Portal 2 soundtrack again.
I need to get some brain cells out of my brain, so I can forget that. Bye bye chromosomes. I don't need you. Actually, no. I'm like a robot. The electrons are going to pour out my ear.
Anyway,
I just
hear
chop my
electrons
ears
and my
off.
brain just shuts down.
Yeah. Could be like Van Gogh. Just chop your ears off and then.
Chop both my ears off. Fill the holes with putty. Become this amalgamite creature.
But you have to get a goatee like Van Gogh did. Or just draw one on with Sharpie, and then there you go, professional artist.
Skinny legend.
Yeah. Wait, oh, he's skinny? Oh, well, I'm out of the picture. Your boy eats one too many pizza pies. Oh,
So,
this is depressing. Any other questions?
this is the part where we die.
We don't have any more questions.
Let's look at some fast ones. Let's answer them again. Why not?
Again.
Again?
Do it again.
The old one?
Research nerds. I don't know. Okay, I have a question. Who's your favorite character from the movie Into the Spider-Verse? I don't know. Is the Human Centipede a masterpiece? I don't know. Well, that's all the questions I have.
I loved that movie. I saw it with Z. It was great.
The Human Centipede.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
No, not
is a
Human
great
Centipede.
No, not Human Centipede. No.
What a classic.
Spider-Verse.
I'm gonna pull out my Glock on you.
Spider-Verse. That's what
that was probably my favorite comedy.
Guys, you're upsetting the dog. He's howling.
Speaking of dogs, how about that really funny episode of Family Guy with Brian and the... God, that was funny. Seth MacFarlane, you crazy dog.
Brian, look out!
Peter, hot
He
dog
has
Brian
earphones
Griffin.
on.
Peter, hot dog Brian Griffin is dead.
Brian Griffin is dead.
I'll be right back, but the dog's actually howling really loudly.
Oh, there's Brian.
Oh,
There's Brian, he's back alive.
yeah, well, we sound freaking care. Yeah.
This is just kind of us preventing dead air now, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine if we met in real life and we had like instead of like a Peter off where we dressed like Peter Griffin and we're like finger guns.
Oh, does anyone remember Mikey Bolts? Like when he still did videos, he did like a video with Brock Baker, and they had a Family Guy off where they both did like Family Guy voice impressions.
Oh my god. Hey, Peter. I play Fortnite, Peter.
Eat, sleep,
Hey,
Fortnite.
Joe, I play
Repeat.
PUBG.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm on a date. Am I funny? Yes. Indeed.
I'm Stewie Griffin. Look at me do things that babies should not do.
Oh, look at me. I'm Stuart Gilligan Griffin. Oh, I got a lemon head.
I'm
Oh,
Stewie.
look at me. Aren't I just quirky how I say cool whip? Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H? Oh, I'm just saying cool whip.
Stewie Griffin.
Oh, Peter.
That's not even what he sounds like. Why am I doing that?
I'm Stewie. Trash.
God.
Wait, is that suction cup man? Oh my god, it really is. Suction cup man in the Discord chat that only we can see. Okay, so what else do you want to do?
I don't know.
All right, that's good preparation. I think we're. Do you want to call it quits here?
Okay, I don't know. I kind of want to talk about video games a little bit.
Sure.
Like
Go
what video
ahead.
We talk about
games?
Apex Legends.
I haven't played that, but like, what are some good video games you've all been playing
Resident
recently?
Evil 2 remake.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we haven't been playing that. We've been watching Markiplier play it, and I hate his voice.
But it's a good game, so who cares?
Yeah,
wait,
I'd like to get games for the Xbox. My little brother's playing Fortnite. Well, he's playing Apex Legends now, so that's good.
Yeah, I haven't played that because I downloaded it last night, like so I could let it download while I was sleeping, so I could wake up in the morning and play it. But the second I fucking on it, the servers go down. I'm like, I check Twitter and they're like, "Oh, we're having problems." I'm like,
Oopsie boopsie, we need a fucky wucky.
Fucky wucky.
Yeah, I'm playing Smash Ultimate, and I'm an Isabel main, and I'm getting good at playing her.
Puppy main.
Yeah.
It's puppy time.
Puppy power. When's Scrappy Doo gonna be available in Smash? Hey, when there's gonna be another PlayStation All Stars? Am I right?
I don't think
Yeah, I
that's
have a feeling like with Smash Ultimate success, they might actually do that.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That'd be pretty good.
Like if they'd have to change up the like how to play it with the controller.
Smash.
I just fell off my chair.
Because I saw Scott the Woz and Kedikaris's video, and they talked about how like complicated the controls kind of are.
And the user interface was kind of like boring.
Yeah.
It's got no flair to it. I wouldn't mind if they had like made like a Smash Bros. Ripoff if it was good, but it's just like the game's like really boring and it's not. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Nintendo. I don't know. It might sound a little bit hypocritical, but I feel like Nintendo has a better way of like, adding like like the really cartoony characters like I don't know, Pikachu or Donkey Kong, and mixing them with like the more realistic characters like Snake this than like the PlayStation All Stars, because it just seems really jarring and like bizarre. Because I don't know, I think it's because with Nintendo they have more of a backlog of more cartoony characters than Sony, because I haven't played that game in ages, but they got quite a few more realistic characters than cartoony ones like Sackboy from Little Big Planet.
Yeah, like the only like one of the only I mean, they had Parappa, they had Sly Cooper, but they also had like they had to pull out obscure characters like Fat Princess.
Yeah.
Wait, that was them? I thought that was an indie game.
Yeah, they didn't have the original Dante. It was reboot Dante.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Smash Brothers.
And do you guys have any predictions on who the other DLC fighters are going to be?
My OC. I don't know. Oh, the Wah pack. And Sakurai's like, oh, I've been waiting for this. I want to Sakurai for that. Oh, yeah, we've just got some random character we're gonna throw in, and it's like on like the last couple seconds, and you just hear Wah, and then it just ends.
I want Gino to finally.
Yeah, I hope Banjo gets added. I don't know if that will happen, but I know that Xbox Live is coming to the Switch, and they're doing crossplay with Xbox and Switch, so it's possible, but I don't know.
I'm waiting for Rare's ultimate IP. Oh shit! Grabbed by the Ghoulies. I don't know. Is that yeah? No, that joke sucks. Sorry.
Is Rayman? No, Rayman's a spirit, so he's out. I think. No.
Well, I mean, there was a tweet that Shantae's a spirit, but the voice actress for Shantae, she said that I'm going to be in a big new game, and then WayForward tweeted, "Wow, that's smashing, brother," or something.
It's probably going to be Shantae, but there's a possibility it's going to be that one fucking Fire Emblem character, just voiced by Christina V.
Yeah, probably.
No way in hell Nintendo would do that, but... well, actually, no. I don't know about that, actually, now that I think about it. Nintendo would absolutely do that. But either way, like, as long as they have a unique moveset, I can't really be asked to care.
They might just, like,
as long as it's not another fucking sword character.
Make it Mighty Switch Force.
Oh, wow. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
SpongeBob for Smash Brothers. It could work. Nah, actually, it couldn't work. But
His
I want to believe.
Sweet Victory.
Yeah.
Remixed for this. There's like the Bubble Bowl stage. There's a remixed version of Sweet Victory as the stage music.
But I can actually picture in my head SpongeBob fighting like King K. Rool with bubbles, or I don't know. I can. That gosh darn copyright. Ugh.
Well, it's not really copyright, as it is mostly just like people. You're just trying to sum it up.
If you could choose any character, it doesn't matter about licenses and that. For Smash, who would you pick? Like any franchise of Sega or Nickelodeon or the Disney Channel, MTV.
I feel like I'd want. No giant
Daria.
robot. I no giant robots.
Daria Morgendorf. Oh yay! I'm in Smash Brothers. Oh hey Pikachu.
I kind of feel like I watched Shaggy in Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah.
But then again, it would be no fun. He'd just win every time.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot maybe.
Reminds me of that one fan animation of One Punch Man, One Punch Min with Pikmin.
I feel like Crash is actually pretty likely though.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Who's? Let me think.
What about you, Zee? Any characters? Like any characters? Oh no, she's dead. Shade, you killed her. Shade, what the hell? You killed her.
I don't know.
I don't know, just add Batman in it. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, maybe Spider-Man. I don't know.
Just adding random like superheroes in. Add the Hulk. I want the Hulk
But
to just
video
pummel
game,
Pichu
what's
into the ground.
like a lot of video game characters I wanted in Smash are already in. Like Ryu, I wanted him in Smash. He got in Smash, and Simon Belmont, he got in Smash.
How about Captain N, the Game Master?
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. Then you'd have all the characters.
Simon Belmont, Mega Man, and like
just that. Yeah, Captain N being added. That
while we're rebooting like really old properties, let's reboot Captain N.
They need to, if they do,
Captain N.
They need Mega Man to have his like Chainsmoker voice, where he's like, "Hello, Captain N."
Yeah, a Captain N movie instead of just a Mario movie. It's just Captain N.
Yeah.
Like the Illumination Mario movie, which Nintendo's like having like is like working with Illumination on, so it probably won't be terrible. But I don't know.
Like
then there's the Sonic movie, which looks interesting and it looks kind of looks weird.
But yeah, the Mario movie, we haven't heard eye or ear of that since it's been quote unquote leaked or announced or whatever.
It's true, yeah.
For all we know, the deal could have been canceled and they're working with somebody else, or the project was canceled in its entirety.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what Nintendo's like.
Yeah, Nintendo really do be like that.
But then again, you can't really blame them. The last time they handed over their properties for movies.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Go to hell before you die.
Luigi Mario.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're talking about them? Oh, sorry. For a second, I thought you were talking about the Super Show with Captain Lou Albano.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Mario Brothers movie.
Brothers and
Yeah.
Swing your arms from side to side.
No, where all the Goombas were like just
Eat
regular
the
humans with
Dario.
shrunken heads for some reason.
Do a Mario. Take one step.
a Mario Super Show DVD and a box of cereal of all things.
Didn't it? Was that the one with Inspector Gadget? Like, now you're on the main menu. Like, is that the one? Because I remember Cinemassacre did a video on that.
The Chris Mann is talking about the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, it's the best.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it. I probably should. I probably should, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking of there was a Mortal Kombat film. I think. I don't know. People are getting silent, so I think that might be a good time to wrap up. Question mark.
If you want
Yeah.
to.
Do we have anything else we want
I feel
to
like-
talk about real
Exclamation
quick?
point.
I don't know. I
Did
don't
you
know.
already discuss video game stuff?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
How
feel
about
like
potential smashers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm on like an awkward date, and I keep like, all right, so do you wanna go? And then they're like, no, you haven't got dessert yet.
All right. So, yeah, I guess this was the podcast. Guests, would you like to plug any of your stuff?
Nothing
I
at the
have a
moment.
Twitter, Tibbare.
I do
Shade will
too.
like that.
I post my drawings there now. I will try Instagram maybe, I don't know. But yeah, Twitter's my hub now.
All right.
Ooh, oh.
Fuck Tumblr.
Tumblr,
Fuck
how you
Tumblr.
fell on your own rules. As
Tumblr
always,
sucks.
Shade will put all this stuff in the description. And yeah, I guess this is the end of the podcast.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Ending joke.
All right, I stopped.